Alison from Stampin Up Canada. I wanted to show you how to make a really cute Christmas card today. So let's get started. Here's our card. We've got a really simple design, but we're using some fabulous new products from the Holiday Mini Catalog from Stampin Up. Let me show you how to put this card together. First thing I wanted to do was to bring in a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and this is what I'm going to stamp my main image on. You can't maybe tell from the video, but the actual image is embossed in early espresso embossing powder. I'm just going to stamp the image on my scrap, and then I'm just going to dump a whole bunch of embossing powder on top, just like that. And whatever you don't need, it just gets returned to your container. Okay, the next thing we want to do is to heat set it, and I've just got the Stampin' Up heat gun here, which is brand new in the main catalog. It's really light, it's really thin, so it's really easy to hold on to, and it has 2 speeds, which is awesome. So it's very easy on speed 1 to dry your inks if you want, or to emboss on vellum and or window sheets because it won't buckle the paper. But for traditional heat setting, we're just going to use it on number 2. And you can see how quiet it is. I'm just going to go ahead and emboss this image. So once that heat set is done, I'm going to bring in the decorative label punch, and I'm going to position it so that the image that I want to punch out is centered inside the opening. So punch that out like that. And this little image fits perfectly inside one of our new little frames that are in the holiday catalog. Isn't that gorgeous? Really simple. Before I can mount that, though, I have to work with the main focal point of the card, which is this embossed image. I used the new frame from the Holiday Mini Catalog. It's got an outside frame and then a plain middle, which is really neat. So you can punch all sorts of things and put them in the middle. I'm using the new Cord'ination paper. Stampin' Up's cardstock is dyed all the way through, but this special paper has a neutral core. So it's only colored on the top and the bottom, and then the inside is a neutral color. This is the early espresso, and what you're going to do is run it through your Big Shot just like you normally would, and then you can take a sanding block. This is our new one from Stampin' Up, and you're just going to rub over the embossed image, and you can see hopefully that it's going to take off just the top layer of the cardstock, the colored part, and that reveals the inside core of the card, which is that neutral inside of the core. Isn't that gorgeous? I want to position this piece in the middle, and then I want to place my frame over top. So here's how I would do that to make it really easy. Just going to bring in a couple of things here. This is the new paper piercing mat, which I just love because it's nice and thick, so you don't go right through the table like you used to do. I'm going to adhere my focal image in the center of my card, just like so. Just with snail. Hold it down like that. So once you've got your image in the center of your embossed image here, I'm going to bring in one of our beautiful little frames from the Holiday Catalog, and I'm going to just put a glue dot. I just peeled a glue dot off the back of this, and I'm just going to stick it to the frame. I'm just going to anchor it in place and make it a little bit easier to work with. So I'm going to stick that on like so. Then I'm going to take my paper piercer and I'm going to make a hole in the bottom, and taking one of these very tiny little mini brads in silver, I'm going to put that through, turn it over, and then I can just open up those little brads and just have that as a little decoration on the bottom. The next thing I want to add is one of the ribbon slides. This is also in the little catalog to the top. And I'm using this beautiful seam binding. I love this ribbon. It's really soft and comes in a variety of colors. This one is crumb cake. End up with a little piece that looks like this. So then I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm just going to adhere that to the top like so. And I'm almost done. The last thing I want to do is just add this little banner at the bottom. I'm going to take a piece of crumb cake and the saying from the stamp set, Winter Wishes, and I'm going to stamp Warm Winter Wishes with the Espresso ink. So let's put this card together now. We've got all our little pieces here, and this is just going to get glued to a crumb cake card front. Like so. And then the banner, I just use dimensionals, and I take the banner and I just use the end of my little paper piercer here, and I just like to make little, just make it a little bit more like a banner. You can see that on this side. And then the high points you just stick there. And there it is. So really pretty little simple card, very heritage looking, Victorian looking, and pretty simple. So I hope you'll give it a try. Happy stamping.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it a better place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the